In this video, we're going to be solving polynomials. Let's start first with adding polynomials. Let us start with these examples. 3x squared plus 2x minus 5. Add it to negative 2x squared plus 5. What you're going to do here, especially on adding or subtracting polynomials, is to add or subtract like terms. Like this, it has x squared, and also for this side, it has x squared. So, these two will add each other. So, 3 minus 2, because it is negative 2, it will be 1x squared. Next up is this x. But since there is no x in here, just put it as it is. So it will be plus 2x. Now next is the constant or a pure number wherein there is no letters besides it. So it will be negative 5 and positive 5. Now 5 minus 5 is simply 0. So you can put it like this. So the final answer would be x squared plus 2x. For this, it is 6a squared b squared minus 3ab minus 2. Add it to 4a squared b squared plus 8ab minus 5. So once again, combine like terms. So for this, it is a squared b squared. There is similar here, which is a squared b squared. So you add the coefficients here, which is 6 plus 4 is 10. So it will be 10a squared b squared. Next up is this variable ab. There is ab here. So combine like terms, which is negative 3 plus 8. So negative 3 plus 8 is 5. So it will be 5ab. For this, it's the numbers or constants, which is negative 2 and negative 5. So negative 2 plus negative 5, it is simply negative 7. Simplifying this, it will be 10a squared b squared plus 5ab minus 7. Let's continue on. For this, it says add 8x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1 and 5x cubed plus x minus 5. This will be simply 8x cubed plus 2x squared minus 1 plus 5x cubed plus x minus 5. So now we are going to add like terms once again. There is x cubed here and there is also x cubed here. They are the same. So add the coefficients, which is 8 and 5. 8 plus 5 is 13 x cubed. Now, there is x squared here, but there is no x squared in this area. So just put 2x squared in there. Now, in this side there is x, but in our side there is no x, so just put x here. So now there is negative 1 here and there is negative 5 here. So combine this. So negative 1 plus negative 5 is negative 6. This will be the answer. Same as the second problem, just put it in this form. So it will be 8a cubed b squared minus 3ab plus 9 plus negative 4a cubed b squared plus 4 ab minus 3. So now we're going to combine this. A cube b squared. There is also a cube and b squared on the other side. So combine the coefficients. 8 plus negative 4 will be 4. A cube b squared. There is ab here and there is also ab in here. So combine negative 3 plus 4 would be positive 1 ab. There is positive 9 here and there is negative 3 here. So 9 plus negative 3 would be positive 6. You can also simplify this because it is not necessary to put 1 here. So it will be 4a cube b squared plus ab plus 6. A squared plus 3a plus 4. Add it to a cube minus a squared minus a plus 4. Now, what you're going to look for in first here is to see the highest exponent, which is this, because a raised to the power of 3. So now, find if there is a raised to the power of 3 in here. There is none. So just put a raised to the power of 3. So now next, you're going to find a squared on the other side. It has. So a squared minus a squared, it is 0. Because 1a squared minus 1a squared is equal to 0. So now, let's move on with 3a. There is a here, so now find a here. There it is. So 3a minus, there is only a here, so it is automatically 1a. So 3 minus 1 would be 2a. So now, there is 4 here and positive 4 here. So 4 plus 4 would be 16. So this will be the answer. X cubed plus 4x raised to the power of 4 minus 2. Add it to x raised to the power of 4 minus x cubed minus x plus 1. So we're going to focus on the highest exponent, which is x raised to the power of 4. There is x raised to the power of 4 here. So 4 plus 1 would be 5x raised to the power of 4. Next up is x cubed. There is x cubed here. So x cubed minus x cubed would be simply 0. So no need to put it. Next up is this x. But since there is no x here, just bring it down. So it will be minus x because it is negative x. Next up is the numbers. So it will be negative 2 and positive 1. So negative 2 plus 1 would be negative 1. So this will be the final answer. So now, let's move on to subtracting polynomials. So let's try this example. Negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 4. Subtract it from 6x squared minus 4x plus 1. First, what you're going to do is to distribute this negative sign out of this 3. So it would be like negative 2x squared plus 3x minus 4 minus, because you put the negative in 6x squared, it would be negative 6x squared. Negative multiplied by negative 4x would be positive 4x. And negative multiplied by positive 1 would be negative 1. So now, combine like terms once again. So it will be this x squared. Negative 2 minus 6 would be negative 8x squared. Next up is this x variable. It has a similar term on the other side. So 3 plus 4 would be 7x. For this, negative 4 and negative 1. Negative 4 minus 1 would be negative 5. Eight x cubed plus 4x minus 5. Subtract it from negative 9x cubed plus x squared plus 9. So what you're going to do again is to distribute the negative sign out of this 3. So it would be 8x cubed plus 4x minus 5. Negative multiplied by negative would be positive 9x cubed. And negative multiplied by positive x squared would be x negative x squared. And negative multiplied by 9 would be negative 9. Actually, you can just remove now the parenthesis here. So it will be like that. So combine like terms, x cubed and x cubed here. So 8 plus 9, because this is positive, it will be 17x cubed. There is no x squared here. So just bring down the negative x squared. Same also as for x. And now, negative 5 minus 9 would be negative 14. So, this will be the final answer. Let's move on with these examples. Negative 7a squared b squared plus 6ab minus 3. Subtract it from 2a squared b squared minus 6ab minus 3. First step is to distribute the negative sign towards this parenthesis. So it will become negative 7a, it will become negative 7a squared b squared plus 6ab minus 3 minus 2a squared b squared plus 6ab plus 3. So now what you're going to do is to combine like terms. You have a squared here and b squared, and you also a squared and b squared here. So negative 7 minus 2, it would be negative 9a squared b squared. You have ab here and you also have ab here. So positive 6 plus 6 would be positive 12ab. Negative 3 plus 3 would be 0. So this would be the final answer. Let's start with this. Once again, distribute this negative sign out of this parenthesis. So you will get 4a raised to the power of 4 multiplied by b minus 6a b raised to the power of 4 plus 2 minus 2a raised to the power of 4 multiplied by b minus ab raised to the power of 4 plus 7. Combine like terms. You have a raised to the power of 4 multiplied by b here, and also for this. So 4 minus 2 would be 2a raised to the power of 4 multiplied by b. You have also this one. So negative 6 minus 1 would be negative 7ab raised to the power of 4. 2 plus 7 would be positive 9. Let us start with multiplication of polynomials. The method we're going to use here is the FOIL method, wherein we will multiply this by here and also multiply 2 for this. That is basically just the method. So this will be the first. So 3x multiplied by x would be 3x squared. 3x multiplied by negative 1 would be negative 3x. So now we'll move on to 2. 2 multiplied by x would be 2x. And 2 multiplied by negative 1 would be negative 2. Combine like terms, these two. So it will be 3x squared. Negative 3, negative 3 plus 2 would be negative 1 or negative x minus 2. 5xy plus 3 multiplied by 2xy plus 7. So first you gotta multiply 5xy by 2xy. So it will be 10x squared y squared. And now multiply 5xy towards 7. So 5 times 7 would be 35xy. And now multiply 3 by 2xy. 3 multiplied by 2 would be 6xy. And multiply 3 by 7. 3 times 7 is 21. So now combine like terms, which is xy and xy. So it would be 10x squared y squared. 35 plus 6 would be 41 xy plus 21. For this, a minus b multiplied by a plus 2b. First, multiply a by a, which is a squared, and multiply a by 2b, which is 2ab. Now, multiply negative b by a, which would be negative ab, and multiply negative b by positive 2b, which should be negative 2b squared. So the final answer would be a squared, and combine this like terms. So 2 minus 1 would be 1. So it will be positive ab minus 2b squared. You can rearrange this. So it will be a squared minus 2b squared plus ab. 2ab minus c multiplied by 3ab plus 2c. So multiply 2ab by 3ab. So it will be 6a squared b squared. Multiply 2ab by 2c, which would be 4abc. And now multiply negative c by 3ab, which would be negative 3abc. And multiply negative c by 2c, which would be negative 2c squared. Now, combine like terms. You can see here there are similar, which is abc. So the final answer would be 6a squared b squared. 4 minus 3 would be 1. So it will be plus abc minus 2c squared. Rearrange this if you like, but I will just leave it as it is. X minus 2y multiplied by x plus 2y. So now, multiply x by x, which is x squared, multiply x by 2y, which would be 2xy. Multiply negative 2y by x, which would be negative 2xy, and multiply negative 2y by positive 2y, which would be negative 4y squared. Final answer would be x squared, and since these are exact terms, so combine this, so 2 minus 2 would be 0, so this will cancel each other out, so you're just left with x squared minus 4y squared, which is your final answer. 4x plus 2y multiplied by 2x minus 8y. So multiply 4x by 2x, which would be 8x squared. Multiply 4x by negative 8y, which would be 4 multiplied by negative 8 would be negative 32xy. Multiply 2y by 2x, which would be positive 4xy. And multiply 2y by negative 8y, which would be negative 16y squared. Combine like terms, so it would be 8x squared. Negative 32 plus 4 would be negative 28xy minus 16y squared. Negative 6x squared plus 2xy multiplied by 2xy minus 8x cubed. So, multiply negative 6x squared by 2xy, which would be negative 12x cubed y. Multiply negative 6x squared by negative 8x cubed, which would be positive because negative multiplied by negative would be positive. So, 8 times 6 would be 48. And x squared multiplied by x cubed would be x raised to the power of 5. Now, multiply 2xy by 2xy, which would be 4x squared y squared, and multiply 2xy by negative 8x cubed, which would be negative 16x raised to the power of 4 y. So, there is no like term here, so this shall serve as your final answer. Let us start with division for polynomials. We have the problem here, 5y raised to the power of 5 minus 30y raised to the power of 4 plus 25y cubed minus 5, all divided by 5y squared. Now, if you only have a monomial which is only singular, you can use this form, which is 5y raised to the power of 5 divided by 5y squared minus 30y raised to the power of 4 over 5y squared plus 25y cubed over 5y squared minus 5 over 5y squared. So now, let us divide each of these. 5 here will cancel each other out, and y raised to the power of 5 divided by y squared would be y raised to the power of 5 minus 2 minus 30 divided by 5 would be 6. So it would be 6y raised to the power of 4 minus 2. I am just using this form because of the rules of exponents in case you want to learn it. Now let's move on to here. 25 divided by 5 would be 5. So it would be 5 multiplied by y cubed minus 2. And now 5 divided by 5, these two will cancel each other out. So it will just become 1 over y squared. The final answer here would be y cubed minus 6y squared plus 5y plus 1 over y squared. Let us start with this. 5x cubed plus 5x cubed plus 10x squared minus 20x all divided by 5x. So now you can see this is also a polynomial, but you can also use this form. It will be 5x raised to the power of 3 plus 10x squared minus 20x all divided by 5x. So this can be also split apart like 5x cubed over 5x plus 10x squared over 5x minus 20x over 5x. So whichever you prefer. So now, this 5 will cancel each other out. So x cubed minus 1 plus 10 divided by 5 would be 2. So it will be 2x squared minus 1 because the exponent of here is 1 if it's not visible. And now 20 divided by 5 would be 4. So it would be minus 4 multiplied by x raised to the power of 1 minus 1. So the final answer would be x squared plus 2x minus 4 because 1 minus 1 is 0 and x raised to the power of 0 is 1. Keep in mind, anything raised to the power of 0 is 1. So this will be the final answer. X squared minus 4x minus 25 all divided by x minus 3. As you can see here, this now is a binomial which contains x and negative 3. It is not a monomial anymore. So you're going to do the division form, which would be x minus 3 and x squared plus 4x minus 25. Now, when you're dividing polynomials, just focus on the variables such as x and not the numbers like 3. So, x squared divided by x is x. And now, x multiplied by x would be x squared. And x multiplied by negative 3 would be negative 3x. Put a minus sign here. So x squared minus x squared would be simply 0. So no need to put it. And 4 minus negative 3 would be 7x. And now 7x divided by x would be 7. And 7 multiplied by x would be 7x. 7 multiplied by negative 3 would be negative 21. So now 7x minus 7x would be 0 and negative 25 minus negative 21 would be simply like negative 25 plus 21, which would be negative 4. So you have a remainder of 4 because you cannot divide 4 by x. So now the final answer would be x plus 7. And since this is negative 4, it would be negative 4 over x minus 3. Put the remainder over the put the remainder over the numerator and put this over the denominator whenever you have a remainder.